Hello! If you're planning to renovate your bathroom and want to avoid removing the tiles, this video is for you. I'll show you how to properly prepare ceramic tiles for microcement application and how to apply it. It's important that the tiles are in good condition and firmly attached to the substrate. To demonstrate the entire process for you, I've prepared a special mock-up with tiles, so stay with me until the end. There are plenty of practical tips waiting for you. We start by first carefully removing the old silicone, which can weaken the adhesion of subsequent finishing layers, and then thoroughly degreasing the tiles. I'm making a cut here from the very bottom, and I'll do it slowly and also in this area. It's always best to carefully cut the old silicone both lengthwise and crosswise, ensuring a clean and precise removal. And now most of it comes off right away. The remnants of silicone can be scraped off with a knife blade, using a flat blade or a scraper. Bathroom tiles that have been used for many years have residues of liquids and detergents on them, which can reduce the adhesion of materials, so they need to be removed. For this purpose, I'll use extraction gasoline. The next step is to roughen the surface of the tiles. To sand the floor, I'll use an oscillating grinder with a diamond disc to further even out and roughen the glaze of the tiles, which will improve the adhesion of the material. A bonding primer will be applied to the walls, specifically fast contact. Therefore, if there aren't any major uneven spots, it's enough to roughen the tiles using a grinder with coarse sandpaper. After roughening the tiles, the next step is to fill the joints between the tiles. For this, I'll use a filler compound. For this, I chose a fine-grained, fast-setting repair compound, who's an NC182. It's important to mix this product in small batches, as it sets very quickly. I will apply the compound along the gaps between the tiles, which will allow for solid filling. Proper filling of the joints is important not only for aesthetic reasons, but also for functional ones, as it ensures the tightness and durability of the entire surface. The very next step is to carefully sand the filler and then prime the absorbent areas of the substrate. For priming, we will use Festfloor, which evens out absorbency and improves the adhesion of subsequent layers. The surface must be dry, clean, and free of dust. Festfloor is indeed applied using a microfiber roller or a brush. Ceramic tiles without enamel also require solid and thorough priming, as their open structure will be very highly absorbent due to their nature. This needs to be done before any further steps are taken. Grout. After the initial priming, I typically leave the prepared surface to dry for approximately 2 to 4 hours. After this time, you can proceed to the next stage, which will be strengthening the substrate. Because microcement is only a decorative layer, the substrate must be properly reinforced before its application. This is crucial to prevent potential cracking. Such a procedure ensures the durability of the entire structure which is essential for a long-lasting effect. To reinforce the walls, we will use a bonding primer, namely Fest Contact and fiberglass mesh. As for the floor, I will reinforce it using the Festfloor base coat and fiberglass mesh. Here, a truly important element of this application is even the intermediate primer. The key is to always keep pressing the trowel very firmly at all times so that you can indeed hear it clearly. This is the most important element. You can't make extremely quiet movements at all. If a noticeable bubble forms here within the mesh, the very best thing to do is what you can do in this situation is simply cut it with a knife and then carefully cover it completely with fresh new material. After this process, it will gradually and entirely disappear from view. After the reinforcing layer has dried, usually after 3 to 5 hours, the surface should be sanded. For this purpose, it's best to use a grinder with a diamond pad of 50 grit and do it thoroughly everywhere. After this process, we can proceed to apply the second layer, the Fest Contact, and the base. After the second reinforcing layer has dried, it should be sanded just like the first layer and dusted off. On such a prepared surface, you can start applying the microcement. Now I'm moving on to applying HydroFest Microcement, which is intended for wet areas. I will apply it with a trowel in a layer no thicker than 1 millimeter. To avoid burn marks, I will work from the top, slightly diagonally, always making trowel strokes toward the wet material. I will also add Fest Timer to HydroFest, which extends the working time, prevents the material from clumping, and increases its flowability. After about 4 hours, when the microcement is completely dry, I then proceed to sand it with an orbital sander using a 100 grit diamond pad. Next, I thoroughly vacuum the surface and then move on to applying the second layer of microcement, proceeding in the same way as with the first layer. After the second layer has dried, I also sand and vacuum it. Once these steps are completed, I can proceed to impregnate the microcement. The final stage is impregnating the microcement, which will increase its resistance to water, dirt, and abrasion. Before applying the sealer, it's worth using Fest primer, which will improve the sealer's adhesion and enhance its properties. I apply it over the entire surface using a microfiber roller and leave it to dry for 12 to 24 hours. Once the primer has dried, I move on to applying the sealer. I apply water-based PU-Fest 2K sealer to the wall and solvent-based PU-Fest turbo sealer to the floor. A water-based sealer for walls, which is virtually odorless, creates a flexible satin or matte coating that protects the microcement against moisture and dirt. It works perfectly on walls because the surface is not exposed to the intense effects of standing moisture and its application is quick and convenient. The bathroom floor is particularly exposed to water, detergents, and everyday use, so it needs a stronger level of protection. That's why we use a solvent-based polyurethane sealer, which creates an exceptionally resistant and hard coating on the surface. As a result, it protects the microcement from abrasion and moisture penetration, ensuring the longevity of the surface. Additionally, we add nanosilver to both coats of sealer. It is a special additive containing silver nanoparticles. It has antibacterial and antifungal properties, which is extremely important in the humid environment of a bathroom. Thanks to this additive, microcement surfaces protected with the sealer become more hygienic and more resistant to the growth of mold and bacteria. At Festfloor, we recommend applying the top coat sealers twice, both for PU-Fest 2K sealer and PU-Fest turbo. This way, you ensure better surface protection, greater durability, and an aesthetically pleasing finish. Remember, proper application of the sealer is the key to your bathroom's longevity. And that's it! Thanks to HydroFest Microcement, renovating your bathroom doesn't require removing the tiles. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you won't miss more tips and advice. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I will answer all of them. See you in the next video.